What's up, sluggos, smugglers, and scoundrels, and welcome to the Foundry. I'm here joined today with JB and Sly Kiko, and today we were reviewing the first episode of the brand new Disney Plus show, The Book of Boba Fett, another show about another Mandalorian. Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What it do?
What's happening? Man, finally, it has come out. A week after Hawkeye is done so, they're already dropping a brand new show. And, whoa, what an episode that was dropped, but not too much happened.
Very short.
Yeah, it was like 40-ish minutes or so.
Yeah,
38.
But it left me begging for more, for more.
I was very pissed when the first thing I noticed that I'm already mad. I was mad before I even started the episode. I said, 30 minutes! Fucking Mando got a goddamn hour premiere both seasons, even when no one gave a fuck about Baby Yoda. What the fuck's up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I mean, like, it was just like, I don't know. I went to this show with not a lot of expectations, and yeah, it was just just not a lot of expectations. Yeah,
I was very pleasantly surprised.
yeah, same here. I was very surprised. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
that was pretty good show. Leaving, it's nothing like I would be like, wow, that was so good that happened. I'm like, yeah, it was there. Okay.
Yeah, there's one thing that I was like, all right, we need to see that, and then nope, that's about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Yeah,
I think
it
the
was
show's potential is the best part about it.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about the potential of the show instead of the actual show for 20 minutes, everybody. Yeah, well,
Shows in theory.
On episode 2, I hope to see Twilight titties. Because the
Hopefully.
show has the potential.
you know,
Well,
they just need a
that's
bada bing, bada boom, like fucking thing going on there, like Tony Soprano. Got a fucking Twilight, fucking.
Leave the
strip club, please.
Jabagool.
Use the
Jabagool.
Jabagool.
That's funny. Have the Jabagool, please. Yeah, but man,
I better eat this with a bib.
I don't know,
Continue.
dude. I was just like, man, that was a fucking cool show. It's like nothing really happened in it though. And I liked Boba, you know, like he the actor, Tamara Morrison, he lost some weight, you know, which he seemed like just more in shape for this role too, which I'm happy about because season 2 Mandalorian, he looked like shit.
Chunk.
Yeah, he looked like a big old chunk boy, like he'd been
It's
eating
incredible
fucking
for his
Cheetos.
age. He's 61.
Yeah, yeah, I'm glad he got enrolled, you know, with like personal trainer and shit like that. That shit's fucking not the hardest thing ever, especially like with fucking Disney, dude. Like, if you can't, I don't know, like, if you can't get someone to play the role, then like get someone different to play the fucking role. Then, you know, I don't know. It's not my fucking problem. I don't give a shit how old you are. Like, I want. I'm judging how it looks on the show. Like, I don't really give a fuck if Tamara Morrison's 61 years old or not. He looks pretty good for his age, though. But at the same time, holy shit, he looked terrible.
good.
He looked fucking... Boba Fett looked like shit.
Let's dissect this. Let's dissect this from the top. How did we feel about the opening sequence? Those little flashback
His
memories. Yeah, his dreams.
Okay, so I've noticed right off the bat, whenever it got to him holding his daddy's helmet, I was like, that's not the original scene. And so then I went to YouTube
It's not.
and I looked up the scene of him holding the helmet. It's not. It's
half
fake.
of it is,
shit.
half of it isn't.
It looks like shit. I hated that.
What?
It looked like shit. I thought the background looked like shit.
Really?
That's what.
You're
That's why I was
nitpicking
that
things
looks
like
shit.
that?
You wanted to
Well, I'm just-
dissect it, motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
I'm just saying. But when he woke up in the Sarlacc pit, I was like, okay, now it's on. I'm in. And I thought that scene was pretty badass.
Okay, I've heard a lot of
kills
people
the Sarlacc.
complaining about that scene because it wasn't, like the justice that the EU had. In my opinion, I really did like that Sarlacc scene as well.
I like
It
the
was
Yeah, me
Sarlacc
too. I
scene.
thought it was
It
dope.
was dope.
Yeah.
badass. For starters,
Yeah,
seeing
that's
him
cool.
rip out the freaking stormtrooper's like ventilator, I was like,
He
yo.
was like, sorry, bud.
Yeah, he's like, you're not gonna
I'm
be
gonna
using this.
this. Yeah. And then yeah, him shooting some rockets in there and his flamethrower and then sticking his hand through the dust. It was kind of cool in the background, like seeing like I'm kind of curious how long he was down there because like the barge is like kind of
Yeah.
weathered and like I don't know how long he was down there. Boy, took a little nap.
Yep.
It was cool. I mean, it wasn't really cool seeing him lose his armor because I feel like that was just kind of like it's very fast.
The Jawas are OP, man. They're probably the strongest force in all of Star Wars.
They have something about people taking naps and like waking up to their whole ship being like scrapped or like I don't know, just don't take naps on Tatooine or anywhere where there's Jawas because you'll wake up and your shit's gonna be gone.
They took
Yeah,
everything but his goddamn shoes, man.
That sucked. They just fucking left him there, and they were savages. They did not give a shit.
For real.
But I liked I did appreciate I liked the Sarlacc pit. I feel like that needed to be shown.
It did. It did. His escape was important. You couldn't just like gloss over it, I feel like.
Yeah, because it's like, did someone help him escape? Did he escape
Bingo.
on his own? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah.
I will say he looked like shit though in the original armor when he's like crawling around in his belly.
Yeah.
That looked like he looked like a beach fucking whale. He looked like shit.
He really did. I wish they showed more distress on the armor, like the burns.
Me
when
too. It's just
when-
glop.
Exactly.
Lot
I
of
was like,
glop there.
you can see the damage on his face, but you didn't see it on the armor, and that's
He was just
disappointing.
glopped up. It was very
On-
weird. Because at first
Right.
I'm like, oh, it's all sand, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, there's some glop there. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
there's-
that's it. It's just
Yeah,
glop and sand.
Yeah, just Glopaghoul. It's not enough.
Flop of fucking saying.
No, it wasn't. I don't know, because I'm like, it doesn't look like his armor's damaged. So how did it get to his face?
Right, unless
Yeah,
they're
he
gonna
looked
have.
he looked fucked up. He looked
I
fucked
know
up.
he
for
was
sure.
white.
He,
He was
yeah.
white.
Yep.
No,
Which,
that
I
was
mean,
weird. How did his face get fucked up though?
Unless
Oh.
he had some previous injury, which will be their potential excuse. That's the only other excuse for the burns. Otherwise, they did a kind of poor job at showing
Yeah,
that.
I don't like how like he was supposed to be younger. This is supposed to be like what, like fucking.
I was
like,
expecting maybe they'd give him hair for
6
this
years
scene.
or something. Oh, hair. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, why?
That
didn't
would
they
have
do
been
that?
good.
Just de-age him just a little bit or some shit.
You know,
I don't
yeah, just kind
Because
of
his
like
dad had
yo,
hair. Yeah.
Django had hair. You know, Django was a handsome motherfucker.
I don't know. I thought they would do something to make him look a little younger, at least, or
Likewise.
like because like or do something more to make it look like he's more scarred
Mhm.
and like I don't know. It just was Tamara Morrison.
Yeah, they just whitewashed him. That's really
It was
They
just him,
yeah.
and I was like, okay, like, all right, well, that was I don't know what I expected, and they took his own off. It was just him, I guess.
Yeah, oh man, yeah. There's just like a lot of stuff that I want to nitpick about the show. Like at one point, I was just like really irked by, like the little fight that broke out later in the episode after they collect like the money from the bar and stuff. They're walking away and they get attacked, and they're like, "Oh, we're surrounded!" And the Gamorrean guards literally just disappear.
The
for a
Gamorrean guards
fat minute.
lagged behind. Yeah, so I
For
was
like
okay.
a fat minute, they're just
Yeah.
disappeared.
But I
I-
kept telling John, I thought it was funny, and I thought that what was gonna happen since they're like, oh no, they're all around us in a circular formation covering every side except above us. I'm like, use your jetpack. You
Use
have a
the
jetpack.
Jetpack.
He doesn't use it. He has a fucking jetpack. He doesn't even use it. What a dumb motherfucker.
This is the same shit that happened in Mandalorian last season, remember? It's like, oh no, how can I get to them? Maybe I should put my fucking jetpack on the ground.
I know. I don't understand. It doesn't make any
Oh.
sense.
Or
I was like,
No.
use your jetpack.
Or the wrist rocket at point blank range. I'm like, bro, you're smarter than this.
Yeah,
right?
they just did a bunch of shit that just wasn't fucking smart. Like, just a bunch of writing mistake and like just little plot holes and stuff like that, and which mixed in with the just it being mediocre as fuck, it just did not leave like a fantastic taste in my mouth. Besides, like, holy shit, it's Boba Fett and it's Star Wars and it's something new. Like, cool, you have that going for you, but you actually need some fucking
weird.
decent substance in the episode,
Because, like-
which it didn't have.
They had Robert Rodriguez direct it because they're like, oh, he knows Boba Fett. But Robert Rodriguez didn't even write it. And so I'm like, why is John
Favreau, yeah.
Favreau writing it? But then Robert Rodriguez is directing it, but he's not even writing it with him. And John Favreau's not directing it. He's a producer. So what the fuck? Why is there like
Favreau was writing it, yeah.
I don't know. He needs to stop.
I was a little thrown off by it. I think the most fleshed out scenes in this series so far are the scenes with the flashbacks. The flashbacks.
But
Which
I
is
do
kinda
like
sad to say.
what's her face a little more than I didn't.
Yeah,
in
Fennec
Mandalorian.
didn't absolutely piss me
Fennec's
off.
very
so far.
good. like
I
her.
liked Fennec to begin with. I think this show is going to be a really big highlight for her. You know, she's going to be his sidekick. I'm really hoping we do see a protocol droid get introduced. You know, because they couldn't understand jack shit.
What was up? Speaking of protocol droids, did you guys notice at the end? Did you guys watch like the credits, the little the arts?
No.
Yes.
Why was there was one art where it was C-3PO's head on the
Yes.
foot of the throne?
I
What
was
was up with that?
curious.
I
I
thought
was
that was very
curious about that.
interesting.
Yeah, it could have been a throwback to how in episode 6 there's a lot of droids getting tortured and dismantled, and one of them could have been a protocol droid that was reminiscent of 3PO. Kind of like how the art that they had at the very beginning, you know, at the end. I mean, they actually had art where Boba's armor was shown smoldering, and I was like, see, you should have done that. I wanted to see like acid burning through his armor, you know,
Yeah, their
damaging it.
prosthetics was not great for this episode. The aliens looked kind of shitty too.
Well, before the whole thing where he goes to the like what is it, cantina?
Yeah.
What
the
did you guys think of
sanctuary?
the scene with the tribute?
It was fine. Like I said,
I liked it. I liked it.
I liked the mayor's like representative guy.
Oh yeah, his major domo. I want that guy to get iced so bad.
That dude was funny. He said, "No, I'm not sending this from the mayor. I am a representative of the mayor's thoughts and words, which I am independent from the mayor's." And it's like, okay. He's like, "Why aren't you leaving?" He's like, "Oh, he wants us to give him tribute." He's like, "I'm the crime lord and I'm paying him."
I like the way that he delivered that line. He's like, "What?"
Yeah, they're like, "Huh?" And then he's like, "Okay, you tell him that his tribute is you being able to walk out of here alive." And he's like, "Okay, I don't think he'll like that, but I like that. So goodbye."
Yeah, that line did make me laugh. Yeah.
He
Lord
was
Fett will let you leave unmolested. Ah, yes.
he was funny, but
I know, what a weird choice of words too. I was like, "Ugh."
No, that's a word for literally like we're not gonna do you any harm. You know, you get to leave with all your limbs intact.
Yeah, I know. Still, I was like, "Wow, Disney molest."
yeah, I thought it was funny and a little charming dude, but I was not a fan of the prosthetics. It just
Be
looked
curious. So, who is the
jarring.
mayor?
Likewise, the mayor's probably going to be a very important thing, and I'm willing to bet rival crime syndicates might be as well.
Oh my
Call
god! It's
Ronan
like
would
the
be
Crimson Dawn.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm counting on what is it, Kira or whatever?
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be
Think
very
about it.
interesting.
There's a power vacuum. Not only is Boba filling in one power vacuum on Mos Espa, but you know the Crimson Sun and whatever the hell they've got going on. That's probably going to play a big role.
Whenever he's carrying the coins in the helmet looked fake as shit.
The helmet looked really thin.
It was so sunny. You could see the visor and that it was clearly just fucking plastic.
Yeah, it looked cheap. It looked
That
like a
was
little
the
like paper
only
mache
scene when it
thing.
looked bad was when he was holding it upside down. And it was because I knew they probably just had a prop one because it wasn't his actual one he wears.
Well, you
And
know
it
what?
looked like shit.
At the very like towards the beginning of the episode, there was a scene where you saw from his point of view. That motherfucker can't see shit out of his
For
helmet.
real.
You can't
Without
see
that heads
anything.
up
No.
display, yeah, you're blind. That
No, he
helmet
just
is
has a
yeah.
Yeah, he has an in-helmet display that helps.
Yeah,
Yep.
like holy fuck, dude.
That's rough.
Yeah, you could not see much out of it. Yeah, but I don't know, like anything prosthetic. Like when the assassins came, I thought they looked just really just lame. Like it just reminds me of some CW shit.
Ew.
It's like nice fucking pleather outfit, you fucking loser. It's like you're here to kill
then-
Boba fucking Fett. Like get the
If you
fuck out
watch-
of here with your fucking shield bullshit. I don't know, just nothing
you
impressed me.
watch
The budget that
credit-
Disney has is like fucking
weird.
unfathomable amount of fucking money, and you can't buy some real fucking leather for some assassins fucking outfits. Fuck out of my face, dude.
They spent it redoing him holding his dad's head scene. And Camino waves.
Oh, also, yeah, Camino was cool. I was like,
I do like the
that was
flashbacks.
cool, yeah.
It's gonna. I'm telling you, they're gonna probably like draw back on it. I'm hoping that that's foreshadowing that maybe we'll get some younger Boba
yeah.
flashbacks. Maybe. I'm not counting on it. We might see how he got the original dent, Tony.
Oh, they might do like a live action Cad Bane thing.
Exactly.
That'd be pretty dope.
I would
That
not
would
be
be very
opposed
dope.
to that. You know, because he's having dreams of all kinds, and sure they're gonna be about his trauma from after he lost the armor, but clearly he was thinking about his father and what a role he had on shaping him in Kamino growing up there, you know, with Namasu. So, yeah.
How funny would it be if like they have a Jango Fett flashback of his dad, and then everyone's like, "I can't believe he came back for the role. That's crazy. Jango Fett came back to play the Jango Fett all these years.
Yo, Django.
I can't believe it. It's fucking insane." I want No, when you were talking about the assassins though, in the credits when they have like the concept art, the assassins in the concept art look way better than they did in the actual show.
The concept art for most every scene except for the Tusken stuff looked much better than the show did.
I know it did. The assassins had like black cloaks and like blue masks and
Yeah.
shit, showing that they're like almost like part of some faction. And then they're just like, nope, they're just ninjas.
Yeah,
They're
red
just
cloth
ninjas.
ninjas.
Now.
Yep.
Ninjas, yeah. And it's like it's the Hand. They're being attacked by the Hand. Daredevil coming to Disney Plus, confirmed.
Yeah, it just looked bad. I don't know. Like, I want to see more. Like, I'm excited to see more. It's like cool. I don't really give a shit about what is it? Yeah, I don't give a shit about his current dealio where he's trying to be a crime boss. It's like, cool. Is that really his aspirations? Like, just to be crime boss? Okay. Crime boss that walks the streets instead of being in a throne. Like, all right, cool, man. Like, Jesus. I'm excited more to see the flashbacks more than anything.
See, when I take it like the way that he's handling things as a crime boss, I have two things I'm taking into account. One, he was a bounty hunter. He knows nothing about running illegal enterprises, and that shows. But the other thing I'm thinking about is whatever the hell happened to him in his time where he lost his armor, he definitely got humbled quick because this was the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy at one point. So something changed within him. And, you know, he was always, you know, honorable. He wasn't
It was
necessarily
that
a
little
good man.
Tusken kid.
He became a main
Exactly.
character. That's what happened. And they needed him to be more likable and relatable. That's what
They
happened.
told us what his face looked like.
Fair enough, but I'm trying to,
They
you
showed
know,
us.
be more in depth than that.
Well, let the fucking show be in depth. You don't need to do
We
it.
have
It's not
like
your job.
we have
It's
like
Disney.
completely slid over all of the flashback scenes though. What happens with the Tuskens?
Is it anything like that's fucking interesting? It's just like
Yeah, I
They
like it.
capture him, and
it's
I
it's
liked watching
likable,
him
but like,
fucking-
do we
I
need
like-
a
I thought it was dope
recap?
when he took out that dog, and then he looks over at the Rodian or whatever, and he's like, "I can
It's a
cut your
snitch.
bounds," and he's like, "Oh!"
It's a
He's
freaking
like,
rat, man.
I
Yeah.
know, and I'm like, "Why did you do that?"
Bastard. See, you made me dislike Greedo's species even more. Jesus.
I know the dude was a little cunt, and I was like, "Why did he do that?" And so then Boba Fett's like, "Well, I'm gonna run,"
Yeah.
and then he runs, and they're like, "Hey, we caught you, so we're gonna fight you now." And then so was it the leader that decided to fight him, or just one of the other ones? Like I
It
don't
was
remember which
the
one.
leader had like the second in command, which by the way, I'm almost certain he had a woman fight Boba.
Oh, that was a
almost certain.
woman.
I'm guessing it was a woman. I'm starting to pick up on like their outfits. I know that this tribe is different than like the Tuskens that you know, what's his name, Anakin encountered in episode 2.
Oh yeah, because they're dead.
Yeah,
Why?
that. And then like their garments, you know, they're very different colors. They have a lot of
They're
black.
centric,
Yeah.
and they have like
I
red like feathers on some of them. They wear like red
Bingo.
feathers
Yeah,
and shit.
it reminds me a lot of what his cloak was like when we first saw him.
And they have
in
children.
Mando.
We've never really seen Tusken children either,
Not too many, no. Yeah.
except the ones that Anakin killed.
Yeah, and very briefly. Yeah. We won't be
I
seeing
mean,
them
but what
again,
children didn't he kill? Am I right?
Ah. This guy gets it.
And so then they beat the fuck out of him. They're like, "All right, we're gonna be a slave
Yeah,
again."
and they dig for some water too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So then this kid comes along and he's
Yeah.
Tusken. He's like, "Ah," and he's like, "I'm gonna take you out." Here's what I'm very curious what this is all gonna lead to. But then he leads them across the desert to show them this group of like bandits
Mhm.
burning down this like it's like a farm almost like.
They were stealing the
Aunt Beru's
water.
and Uncle. Yeah. and it's like a dirt farm, whatever they farm out there. I don't know,
Moisture
remember what
farming,
they
yeah.
farm.
Farm dirt.
Moisture
Moisture
farming,
farming,
yeah.
yeah, just like I think
Uh,
Lars was. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like he shows them like basically like see them, and then he's like, yeah, and he's like, all right, you saw them, all right, we're gonna go look for water now. And so I feel like those guys are gonna come back. They showed that symbol, which that symbol's probably gonna be relevant
The symbol
somehow.
reminded me of the assassins. The last one that Fennec spares, he had face
Oh,
tattoos on the tops of his like under his eyelids, and I
the
was like, huh,
it reminds me, the curvature reminds me of how his helmet curves under his
yeah,
visor. So I don't know if maybe there's like another Mandalorian or something like,
that'd be cool.
Hmm.
I don't know. Uh, and so then. Yeah, he sees those, and then he's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna lead you out here. Now you're gonna dig for like like little eggs that have water in them. What are those?
I don't remember the name, but yeah, they hold water. They
Why
were
are they
in
just under the
I don't
sand though?
know, dude. They were sat there digging, which was implied for a very long time, and they had
Yeah, and the Rhodian
the
finds like
tiniest
30.
like
Boba finds
fucking
one.
mound of sand in front of them, and I was just really pissed and irked. But I was just like, how'd they just sit like they're just like fucking playing and the same fucking little thing of sand. They're like not even like digging.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like placing their hands in the sand, and I'm just like, really? Like, are you that thirsty, Boba Fett? Like,
the
I was really
the
annoyed by that.
fucking-
I was like, why the fuck can't you dig a fucking hole? Also, the Rhodanian's fucking hands, she's like fucking little fingers.
yeah, they're so
Yeah.
long
like,
and they're weird.
they were like so rubbery and shit like that.
Yeah.
You just saw how fake they were. And I was like, man, this show looked like shit, dude.
you know, an alien's hands look like.
They look like shit, dude.
It was so then yeah, he's digging around, and the little sand fucker went to sleep. And then yeah, the Rhodian actually digs up Goro from Mortal Kombat, and it just like fucking slams
It reminded
him
me of like a
around.
space silverback. That's what it reminded me of when
Bro,
it
that
started walking around.
motherfucker, I was like, what is that? Is this Star Wars? Am I still watching Star Wars? It was that thing was weird.
Dude,
It felt
it's
so out
pretty
of place.
tragic to be like by your captor, like, all right, you dig here for some water. So, all right, boss, you got it. He says, and he like, also, I know it's a little late, but I forgot to mention you might dig up a fucking sand gorilla if you dig too fucking far, dude. It's like
Four arms.
how fucking rare is it a fucking for me to dig up a goddamn sand gorilla?
So
But the
he
man
found
found one.
He found a level 3 evolution fucking Pokemon, a Machamp, and that thing Rock'em Sock'em killed his ass, and then tried killing the dog, and then tried killing the child, and then Boba Fett's like, I have a chain, and he choked it out somehow, miraculously, choked out the fucking Goro, and
Couldn't
then
scratch his back. That's why.
yeah, and he returns back to the village with the kid, and the kid's like, look, we got its head, and everyone's like, wow, that's cool. And then the one dude the tribe leader gives him water, and then ends.
I like that little touch where the leader, he sees through the kid's bullshit because the kid's ranting and raving to like all the other Tuscans, like, look,
Look what I
I killed
did.
this thing, and he's telling
Yeah.
a story, and everyone's like, whoa, shit, dude, oh my god, he's like, amazing, and Boba's just kind of like, oh, little bastard.
Yeah, he knows that he made a mark and shit like that. And he knows it's a good thing that shit went down. But
Yeah.
I like that part with the kid and everything like that. That was cool.
Yep. If you go on Wikipedia, it says that this creature is like a new species of something. They made it just for the show. It's called.
I
Like
knew it had to be new because I'm like, I have
Yeah.
never seen no fucking Star
Likewise.
Wars alien like that.
I've never even heard of something that could, pass as like looking like that.
It was
but
like a
apparently-
weird, like Minotaur, or not
Yeah.
Minotaur, like what are the horsemen?
Centaur.
Centaurs.
It was like a centaur that could like choose to stand on its back legs and then like go back down to 4. It was
Yeah.
weird.
What was I saying?
You looked up the wiki.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like a coming of age for the Tuscan children to like kill one.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the kid was looking for one on purpose.
It's very
You think?
possible. But
So he was just a dick, and he's like, "Hey, find this
Are you
monster
fucking
for me."
telling me that each of the Sand fucking Tusken Raiders fucking kill one of those things? 'Cause I call bullshit.
I call bullshit too. But yeah,
I call
apparently it's supposed
fucking
to be.
bullshit. No, I call
Apparently, it's supposed
bullshit.
to be like a coming of age thing in place of like crate dragons. I don't know. It was on Wikipedia, and I was like, "What? No way! You got to kill a freaking sand gorilla!" Like, and I'm like
That
13.
thing is fucking
And that
big
goes
too.
10 feet tall.
That's a big motherfucker, dude. It almost killed like
I
fucking
know.
yeah, whatever. All right, sure, sure, Star Wars, sure, whatever the fuck you're doing for the show, whatever,
And
man.
then the after credits scene.
Which
There
was
was
what?
no after credits scene.
There was none. There was none. That was it.
Oh, okay,
That was the
man.
show.
I thought something good might have happened for the show. I didn't like. I left it feeling like, all right, cool. But I was like, man, talking about, I was like, I did not realize how much like of the show that I was just like so lukewarm on, and I'm just like really annoyed that the show fucking just like skated by on just too much like mediocrity. It was like, why didn't it do anything like too fucking good or impressive? Like nothing like happened in the show that was actually good.
No, you're right.
It's really annoying. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna just do that? How are you gonna do that to us? That's fucking annoying. That's bullshit, dude. That's really fucked up for them. And I don't appreciate that. I'm ready for the rating. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
I give it a fucking 5. Out of what they actually fucking presented, what you have to look forward to, and I was just like, man, there's just too much like fucking, like it feels like they weren't ready for it.
I think a 7.
7? That's so high.
I'm gonna back it up on a 7. For
think-
everything that they failed at,
Yeah.
they had something that like counterbalanced it. This
And-
episode was nothing to write home about, but it was like, okay.
And I'll give them that for the 38-minute runtime, the pacing was really good. It felt longer than that.
I will give you that. Yes.
They had a really good pacing. They were able to like, except for the current day stuff, it felt like there was a lot in there in like the fucking 35 minutes they had.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm
Alright.
seriously looking forward to seeing him take back his ship.
I thought he had his ship.
Well, I mean, obviously, in the past, I mean.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, we get to see him, scrounge for his stuff again.
Yeah, he gets to get all of his shit back that we already saw. Even though it's,
What about his bounty hunter buddies?
and his,
That'll probably happen in present day. I would be really interested in seeing him, pull in people like Dengar and Bosk.
Orlam,
Dengar.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
they get the same actor? for
IG-11.
Dengar? Just fucking mummified, fucking old ass man. Fucking actual.
Well, Jeremy
mummy.
Bullock's still playing Boba. Whenever Tamara puts on the helmet, they just swap him out for Jeremy Bullock's skeleton.
That's fucking funny. All right. Well, what's our official Foundry score then?
6.
6, yeah.
A 6. All right. Well, that's a 6 from the Foundry, guys. This first
More of a
episode.
7 than a 5, but not so much a 5, more of a 7.
Wonderfully put, Tony. That was our first episode of the Book of Boba. Next time we'll have Ken joining us. Unfortunately, he was absent in this episode. I don't know if we mentioned that, but usually he's here for all of our most of our Star Wars stuff and Marvel stuff that we do.
He's currently
channel.
recovering in his back to tank after watching it.
Yes, as I will be, I'll be crawling back to my back to tank thanks to my Morning guards, Kylo and Talos over here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys enjoyed it. Drop us some support for the Foundry. Let us know what you guys thought of the episode yourself or the review. And we'll see you guys later on episode 2. Bye, everybody.
Bye.